So I'm gonna place the bottom one. I'm gonna fold the bottom in like this, so with the sticky side facing up, a little bit of the sticky side facing down, so this will help it to stick to the floor. I'm gonna place it right here and also over here. And for the top, I'm gonna use this one, which is the 1-inch tape. I'm gonna fold the beginning over like this, so this will help the tape to stick to the floor. So I'm going to be using this kinky hair that I used before for crochet braid. I'm going to be turning them into hair weft. I'm going to take one strand out of the coily hair like this, and I'm going to spread out the end of it like this, so this will help it to stick to the tape. So I'm just spreading out the hair like this, and I don't want it to be too full. I'm going to spread it out and then press it down onto the tape, just like this. So I'm going to press it so it sticks to the tape. And doing the same thing, I'm going to spread the hair out so that way it's thin enough to stick onto the tape. Just pull like this and then stick it to the tape. So you want to make sure to press it down. Press it so that way it sticks to the tape, the top tape and the bottom one. So you see this right here, the hair is pulling the top tape over, so we do not want that. I'm just gonna gently pull it away because the hair is coily, right? So when you place it down, it kind of shrinks down. So you want to keep that in mind if you're working with, so don't pull when you place it down. Just let the hair sit like this and just press. So again, I'm using some crochet hair already cut in half. So to start, I'm going to separate the hair using my fingers, just pulling them apart like this. So the first one I did, I started by stretching out the hair, right? That's not good because once you place it on the tape, it's going to shrink back up, right? So thereby pulling the tape together. So just spread it like this and okay, spread it out. Make sure it's thin enough because once you place it down, you might not be able to like spread it out. Okay, just make sure it's thinly and evenly spread out. Okay, so once you have it, you can take it and place it on top. Place it on top like this and then press it to secure it to the tape. Okay, doing the same thing. And start by spreading out the hair. Okay, so again, make sure it's evenly spread out. So next, take it and place it on top. You can actually overlap it if you want. just to make sure there's no gap between each coil. And just press it down. I have enough space right here, unlike the first one. That one will be hard to work with because the space is not enough for what the weft called for, like the spacing for the stitching and then folding it over. On the first one I made, it might not be enough. Okay, that's it for this row. I'm just gonna place the tape on top to secure the top part of it in place. Alright, so doing the same thing, I'm going to cut off the excess tape. Okay, so now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and start the stitching process. Okay, so I'm going to start the stitching process. I'm doing a thin weft today because of the hair I'm using. I don't want it to be too thick. You just want to use your fingers to help guide the hair through the sewing machine. Also, you can make sure that the hair doesn't go over the presser foot. You can push it a little bit, but not too much. Especially right here, I'm working with a very loose hair, so it's a little help to push it through the presser foot. It's good. Some of the hairs are pulling on the presser foot, as you can see over here. Just help guide it through. Okay, so this is the first one. It's very thin. The weft is very thin. So I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do one more row of stitch over here. So I'm making it 3. Okay. Make sure you have your thread cutter in hand in case you need to cut any strands of hair to get them out of the way. So now I'm going to fold the first one over and I'm going to stitch along this part. Okay, and I'm going to start my stitching, and I'm not doing a reverse stitch. So this is really not like a really well planned out project. This is just a test, but definitely you will want to straighten the part that you're going to be stitching to get a neat finish once you're done. This will be a bit rough once I'm done doing it. I'll try to make it look neat. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the second fold over. Okay, so this is a third fold. I'm going to do the last fold. This will be the final one to secure the weft in place. So at this point, you can flat iron this part of the hair to help it lay flat and also look neat. But since this is a test project, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just trying to keep track of how long it will take to make the weft as for now. But definitely on my next one, I'm going to be stretching it out a bit to help the hair. Probably going to use a flat iron to stretch it out a bit, so that way you have like a super neat edge on the weft. But right now it looks really rough. So this is the last fold for this weft. So I'm done with this. Okay, so this is the test project. So like I said, the edge of the weft is a bit rough. So I just wanted to see how well it would do on the sewing machine. It's rough right there. This needs to be, so what I'm gonna do when I'm ready to make the main weft, I'm gonna take my flat iron and straighten the middle part where I'm going to be stitching probably about an inch or 1.5 inch for the space. As you can see, the edge of it looks a bit too rough, so it's not neat. Other than that, it looks great. It looks good. I can make a wig out of this or make a ponytail extension out of this. I'm just gonna cut. Let's tie the knot and then cut off the excess thread. So this took a total of 45 minutes. Actually less. Let's see. Yeah. So this tiny one right here took 45 minutes to make. The stitching part is really easy once you have it in place. So this is the test weft, enough for ponytail, half ponytail actually. It's like a baby ponytail.